Selective Spells, Beasley and the Witch, Book 1. Written by Willow Mason. Narrated by Erin O'Flaherty. Chapter 1. The absolute number one worst thing about being excommunicated from my coven was having to find a new job. I stood in a queue at the unemployment centre, thinking we were waiting for something exciting and helpful, and instead got handed a small card with an appointment time for the following week. Now, I didn't want to tell those guys their jobs, but I've got rent to pay and food to eat. When I queried how to get by with no money, the sullen receptionist just pointed me at a wall of cards. So far, so good. I saw a few that appeared suitable to my skill set and tapped a passing employee on the shoulder. "How do I apply for these?" "You're keen," she said, as though there'd be another reason I stood in that dowdy office other than to find a new role. "Get a clipboard from reception and note the number in the top corner, then fill out the form." "Yes, ma'am." I grabbed hold of one, frowning at the questions. Name and address I could handle. Date of birth I heartily objected to, but could still fill out, albeit with muttering under my breath. Work history. Previous employer details. Reference contacts. It wasn't that I hadn't had jobs over the years. I've performed a variety of duties well, worked hard, and never had any complaints. Well, no more than usual. But with witches being a secret organization and all, being excommunicated was a pain, but I could live with it. If I alerted the world to the presence of witches, warlocks, and other supernatural greeblies, I'd be in real strife. Glinda, the witch's queen bee, wouldn't appreciate that sort of thing. She took a dim view of having her entire coven's existence exposed. She'd sanction me and take away my powers, leaving me the same as any normal human being. Don't get me wrong, if you're born one of those, good luck to you. But nobody's volunteering to wind up that way. At least, I'm not. Without a work history, it was very hard to complete a form in any way that looked appealing. A great big gap, right in the centre, wasn't the sparkling first impression I wanted to make. I thought for a moment I could just make something up out of thin air. A perfectly good excuse for being the age I scribbled down indecipherably while not appearing to have been employed at all. Ever. By anyone. Travel. That was always a good excuse, wasn't it? All the time on the news I saw young people heading off for their big OE, and nobody questioned why they weren't in a good corporate job instead. Except another of the fields I'd left blank was under the heading Passport.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?